looking around. Don't know why he get, you don't even feel it. It happens so fast. It feels like a person just smacked you or something.
It was always like a rush. Once you get involved, once you do something one time, it's like you become addicted to it. It's like you want to stay in beef.
Every opportunity I got, I was busting somebody over.
A predicate cutter is an inmate that don't care about anybody. He'll slice his own mother. He'll cut up an officer. He'll cut up another inmate. He'll go in the clinic and cut the nurses or cut the doctors. He just don't care.
You want to stab, you want to cut, because it felt good. It was like that adrenaline rush.
It got to the point where I wasn't able, they wasn't able to control me.
I walked down the hallway, it seemed like 5, 6 young brothers with long, crazy gashes, slashes from the eye over here. I couldn't believe it. I said, what the is this?
Those are the ones you got the handcuffs with their hands in front of you with mittens on their hands.
They built the cage on the 4th building. They built the cage for predators. I became a predator. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the first, I was one of the 3rd predators on Rikers Island on that year. They built the cage that, I believe to this day, the cage is still there. You know what I'm saying?
Prisoners who were in this particular part, the Central Punitive Segregation Unit, the Bing, are the most dangerous prisoners in the prison system.
And I used to get my visits in there. I didn't get regular visits like everybody else get visits and they go up there and sit at a little table with their family and all that. Nah, I used to come straight from the Bing, you know what I'm saying? Go straight to shackle the up, my handcuffs and all that, straight to the little cage.
These try to be gangsters. Yeah. When they get cut and see a little blood, they running. Yeah. A cut on the face ain't gonna kill you. I told a young nigga, I said, yo, if one of y'all niggas cut me in my face, my man, I'ma get the motherfucking from you and I'ma cut your jugular. I'ma kill you in here. He'll get cut on the face. CO! Yeah, CO!
In prison, there was a term used by the officers called slash for cash, meaning every time an inmate got cut, you needed an officer to write the report, meaning overtime. You needed a captain to investigate why he got cut, and you needed a doctor to actually stitch this guy open. So actually, people had got paid on just this inmate just getting his face ripped wide open.
This got his face smashed in by the CO, and this guy got his face ripped by another inmate, and I'm just getting here.
Adolescent, that's the first time I ever seen somebody get ripped. That's the first time I ever been in a situation like that.
The very first day, I never been on the island a day in my life.
Brand new, like, I never been to the island before. It's my first day. I ain't even touched a bunk yet, and it's serious already.
The inmate had actually got stabbed in his jugular vein, and you know, with the pressure, losing the pressure actually hit the ceiling. So they was actually mopping blood off the ceiling because the guy had got stabbed in his neck.
When a blast you,
know when you open the zipper, how it opens, and then you see whatever's inside? Well, I seen the white meat, and then I seen blood coming out.
It looks like one of them horror movies. Now when you see Jason splashing something across his chest or something with that big-ass machete, when one hit you across your face with a razor, it's just like that.
It's a perfect line. It's a perfect scar. And then if they make one slight movement, that just disperses and opens up.
Sometimes you see the bone. You cut them straight all the way to the bone.
And then you see the white meat. And then this just pss, 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 pss. And then it's a wrap.
I've been out to Rikers Island to speak, and I didn't get a sense that the population that I was talking to was engaged in this kind of activity. This is a special unit where the most difficult and incorrigible inmates are kept. Is that right?
No, this was in actual C-74, the prison itself, and these were the daily routine of that prison.
So this is something you saw on a regular basis?
Yes, every day for 12 years, 50 to 60 vicious razor cuttings a month.
And you had to go into this without a weapon of your own to protect yourself. You had to use your wits, as you said.
Yes.
And there's nothing you could do to the people who were doing the slashing.
No, because you know, when we get the information, it's already done. the guy's already cut, the guy's already stabbed. So there's little that we could do to prevent someone from getting assaulted.
I want to keep coming back to your motive in doing this video. You are showing this to young people. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. For what purpose?
To actually show them what really takes place in prison. I feel the children today are watching these negative videos that are actually glorifying prison and not really showing the children what really takes place in prison, what I've experienced my 12 years of Rikers Island, the vicious cuttings, the stabbings, the forced rapes, and just people just getting extorted every day of your life while you're doing your bid. And so it was just something spiritually that this information, it will bring awareness to the communities, so we can maybe open up some dialogue and to actually show the children what really takes place in prison. Prison is not the place that you want to be.
What's the reaction been?
The reaction has been phenomenal. I mentor in junior high schools and high schools in the city and in Long Island, and I mentor to over sometime 200 children, and we showed a documentary sometime, and I have a presentation that I show them, taking them to stages from once you get arrested to when you're in prison, and the children just blown away. And sometimes the teachers, they give me these students, oh, Mr. Steele, these guys are the knuckleheads, and I hope you can control them. But when I have those children for that hour, I have their undivided attention.
Right. We need to take a break. When we come back, we'll continue this discussion, disturbing as it is. We'll be back.
We did a search one day. You can get anything on Rikers Island. You can get coke, dope, guns.
One way or another, an inmate got a gun back in the building. He paid another inmate to shoot him in the leg.
I'm going through all the inmates' belongings, basically looking for any type of contraband.
Within 24 hours after a massive weapons search by correction officers, 4 inmates were shot by a lone gunman as they slept. 2 are in critical condition with chest wounds. Another was shot in the abdomen, and the 4th man shot in the shoulder. They are in stable condition.
We've recovered the gun at the crime scene. It's a small caliber weapon. It's about 3 to 3.5 inches long. It's about this long. It's 4, possibly 6 shots.
Inmates were taken to Elmhurst Hospital. Officials have not ruled out the possibility the shooter may be among them, having wounded himself to deflect attention. It happened here around 4 o'clock Thursday morning. 49 inmates were inside the dorm, which houses low-risk inmates with medical problems. Officials believe the inmate may have smuggled the gun inside in a body cavity. There, it was able to elude metal detectors.
The whole building was shut down for that.
I keep my with me.
I make a bang out of anything. Pencil to toothbrush.
Blue, I'm a Crip. This is a Crip weapon. Of course, the Latin Kings, yellow on black.
Like I say, they'll burn it, scrape it on some cement when they go out in the yard.
Mirror, a plastic mirror, break that off. You know what I'm saying? Sharpen that up, sharpen on the cell, on the concrete joint, sharpen that up in the corner.
They scrape it, burn it, scrape it until it comes to a point, or either like an ice pick.
A hard piece of plastic as a toothbrush. You sharpen one end, that's a weapon. It's a good weapon because it can beat the micrometer. It's not metal. It's something that you can walk through the machine with.
If it ain't in my mouth, I'm keeping that in my motherfucking throat. Like right now, I'm talking to you and I got my you can't even tell. You know what I'm saying?
So the inmate actually did that and was talking to me at the same time. And I didn't even know he had a razor in his mouth. That's how concealed it was in between his cheek and gum.
But I put my on my, you know what I'm saying? I put my on my. Until this day, my wife be bugging. My girl, I tell her the story, she be like, you was really crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not, you know, circus style. So you know, you can peel your dick, just your dick back, and I put the razor over the skin.